Hi everyone, what is up? My name is Hayley.
And I'm Mike. Welcome to our YouTube channel. I think this intro is different every time.
I know, it's never going to be the same.
No.
But hello everyone. From the title and thumbnail, you can see that we have some very exciting news for you today. I'm going to break it to you. I'm not pregnant. We can already rip that Band-Aid off.
Oh.
Yeah, because people are going to automatically assume that I'm having a child, and that's like the lowest on the list of things that could ever be happening for us. And so in today's video, we're going to be talking about something...
I forgot to...
No, I'm not. I'm just saying that we're talking about very exciting news.
Yeah. But first,
with that being said, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up.
Yeah.
And let us know down below in the comment section if what we talk about in this video is what you expected. Also...
Yeah, see, I'm more of a YouTuber than you, by the way. I'm thinking of the
I was already going to say that.
Okay.
With that being said, I'm going to be interrupting Mike a lot in this video because if it were not for me talking over Mike, this video would have never been made.
No, never.
So
100 years later, it would still be a secret.
Seriously, we would be dead in our graves and this would never come out.
No.
I know. Oh, my
he
Lord.
was? Oh, they did that? Wow.
Should we do a drum roll?
No. It's fine.
The drum roll is, the exciting news is,
okay, it's...
Mike is a pilot!
Yoo-hoo! I think she's more excited than me.
I'm very excited for Mike.
Yeah,
and
because all she sees is buddy passes and free trips.
That's not true. When Mike started his, I think I have a video actually from when you first started flying, and a picture maybe.
Probably a picture.
I think a picture or video. And then I remember when Mike officially turned in all his paperwork and everything that I was in the car crying.
Oh God.
Do you not remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I remember.
That.
So
because
I was very excited for Mike. We gotta talk about you. This video's about you.
Yeah, okay.
I share everything about myself.
I know. And I beg you not to, but here you are. Sitting, telling everybody your Gedanken. But you can ask me questions and I'm more than willing to answer them.
Okay.
I hope, if I deem them worthy.
Okay, that's fine with me. So you guys have to know that I don't know anything about airplanes, flying, or any of that stuff. I am just an innocent bystander. So if you know anything...
Oh, you know already the most important rule, right? What is it?
I don't know.
Before you step on the airplane, the thing that she dread the most, you know what it is.
Are you talking about the tiny planes?
Yeah.
Mike, are you talking about me?
Yeah.
I know that I'm not getting on a very tiny plane
Warum
because you gotta weigh yourself, and I'll be damned if I stand on any scale. And it was so funny because when Mike started, I said, oh, this is gonna be so much fun. I can get on the little airplanes with you. We can go on all these trips. And then Mike was like, I'm pretty sure they have to weigh you. And I said,
no, I have to weigh you, Hayley.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I am doing the calculations.
That's what I meant.
There's literally in the book, there's literally in the course, there's a picture
that's what I wanted to say.
A guy weighing the passenger
and Mike sent
with a little
to me.
scale, yeah.
And I said, well, it looks like that's not happening. So yeah, I don't know much about flying, so if I say something wrong, you have grace, people watching have grace. So I guess we can start with, why did you not do this in Germany?
Because it's a little different, or actually a lot different. I feel like aviation here is a lot more accessible, and it's just everywhere. It's like, I think it's the aviation capital of the world, United States, and Canada probably, because it is so far and vast. Yeah, I don't know, I never thought of it in Germany. I never lived close to an airport. Here I live like 10 minutes away from, there's an airport literally everywhere. Like there are so many airports. Not like humongous ones, like I can get very technical, like Glass Bravo ones, also actually a lot, but like the little ones, Class Delta, this is like a smaller one that I fly out of. There are so many of those here, like, and it's so much easier to just say, yeah, okay, I want to do this. And I mean, I always liked it. I always, when I was younger, I always wanted to be a fighter pilot, but that obviously never happened. In Germany, it's like you either go to Lufthansa or that's it.
I think Lufthansa is the only thing.
Yeah, I
that
think
you
it
can
is
do.
the only thing. It is the only thing. And it's not like, it's different too. I think you have to go to university there. I don't know it
Lufthansa
really.
school.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a
like a flight school from Lufthansa that sends you into the
so you
like
become
their
their
airlines.
airline pilot.
Yeah, because they have Condor, Eurowings,
I think so.
Lufthansa, and maybe Discover. Also, I don't know if that belongs. I don't even know if these all belong
fun
together.
Fact, the biggest difference between United States pilots and I guess European pilots, but I only know it for a fact in Germany. In Germany, to fly as a first officer, to fly a big plane is 250 hours of flight time, and in the United States is 1,500 flight hours. So you have to, before you fly not someone around, but big airliners, you have to have 1,500 hours.
Wow, that's a big difference.
That is a humongous difference.
That actually I would not have expected.
No.
At all.
No, here the safety margin is huge.
That's really crazy.
They really test you. That's what I'm used to from Deutschland, right? Is regulations.
That's true.
So I can learn them.
Does being German help, do you think?
Yes, it does.
How so?
How so? Okay. So it helps with degrees, like Fahrenheit is what you guys are used to, but in aviation it's Celsius, so that's awesome for me. Then we have Zulu time, which is Universal Coordinated Time, which is in Greenwich.
Okay.
So that's the world time. You just call it Zulu time, I don't know why.
Okay.
So it's very easy for me to always, since I do this all the time anyway, since I have to calculate German time all the time, oh yeah, but what are my friends doing? Are they awake? Are they sleeping? So it's easy for me. I mean, it's just 5 hours instead of 6 hours.
Okay.
And right now it's 4 hours because of
the time change
daylight saving times. And yeah, so that helped actually a lot.
That's sort of, living in Germany and having to get used to certain things helped me also when I became a nurse, because we do stuff.
So it's about you, huh?
Well, I'm just saying that I can understand because we did kilos, we do Celsius, a lot of...
they do pounds.
Oh, no, we do kilos, we do Celsius,
No,
and some of the names, a lot of the names are Latin or even German names for things that we do.
Yeah, now that you say it, it's very interesting because it's so mixed, because we do nautical miles and feet per minute, but never meters.
Yeah,
we
that's
do feet.
Interesting.
Yeah, but you do it also in, like, if you do this in Germany, you also do feet.
Can you explain ratings?
Ratings?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how it works is you get your pilot's license. So that's your base level. So you're a pilot. You can fly by yourself with other people. And then you add ratings. So right now I'm adding the instrument rating, which is that you can fly in the clouds. So when you don't see anything, you have radar vectors, GPS coordinates, all that good stuff. And it's very complicated. And then you do like the commercial side, and then an ATP, which is airline transportation pilot, which makes you fly for the big guys. And then you can add little ratings like tailplane, the high performance, seaplane, whatever. There is so much. I would have to look that up, honestly.
What is a rating, like a ridiculous rating that you would like to add for yourself?
Yeah, I would like to have a seaplane rating. That would be really cool because I think that's so awesome, living here in Florida, and then you just. Whew.
Could you see yourself ever owning a plane?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a tiny one.
I mean,
like 2-person.
That's the goal. No, like 4.
4.
Like I want a little bush plane.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's really cool. 37-inch tires where you can land anywhere on the beaches. That's really cool, I think.
You keep saying this, and I really don't know how I feel about this, Mike.
Yeah, but these are the safest. You can land anywhere.
Yeah, but that's so scary to me.
Why?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I have seen them. You show me videos, and I'm like, oh Lord. What is the easiest part?
Nothing.
What, not like necessarily easy, but what has been the easiest thing for you out of everything that you've learned?
I've been good with engines, like that has come naturally.
Okay.
But
what's the most difficult then?
Math.
Do you want me to tell you what I think is also difficult for
What
you?
is difficult?
And I'm trying my best to try and find you when you fly, but it's so difficult. I haven't been able to do it yet because I wanted to insert it. But
I constantly tell you.
I know you give me the flight numbers and everything, and I watch you, but it's finding you on the like radio because
How
talking like this is Delta Fox Trot,
Yeah.
blah blah blah, because that's difficult for you.
Oh, speaking on the radio,
Yes.
it was in the beginning. Now, not anymore. Sometimes it's tough when I talk to, let's say, the person that sits next to me, and we're in the end, and so, like, you're occupied with a task, and then ATC comes at you, and you're like, you always fly a different plane. Then it's sometimes a little tough that he talked to me. Then I'm like, oh yeah, okay, that's me. That's tough. But once I know that he's talking to me, then it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's good
Like
for
sometimes
you.
the hearing, like yeah, sometimes I space out and
I get that.
get on different tasks, and then I'm not. But it's fine. I usually get it. And if they don't hear from you, they ask you again. Like it's
Yeah.
not a big deal.
I've listened into some of them.
Yeah.
Like we'll listen into certain airports, and if we listen to like a big international airport,
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
tough.
lot more.
It's very tough.
Yeah, it's very tough compared to if you listen to a smaller
little,
regional
yeah,
airport.
yeah.
Yeah,
But they get very busy too.
I know.
Like I've sat on the run-up area 20 minutes sometimes just to get out.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Have you seen any crazy stuff happening?
I mean, it's pretty cool when you like take off and there's like a big jet behind you, or like you land with one. That is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I
It's
would
very
probably
nice.
shit myself if I'm being
No,
honest.
no, not at all,
I would
actually.
get so nervous.
No, I'm not.
But you know what's so crazy for me? When I used to fly like to and from Germany, because I would fly out of bigger airports, I would always see these smaller planes like coming, and I'd be
Yeah.
like, what the heck are these people doing? And it's so interesting for me
Yeah.
because that's you now, and I can just imagine that it's Mike.
Oh,
and-
you know, one of the toughest things is if you fly without air conditioning in Florida.
Oh my gosh, y'all. So
It's hot.
when Mike started this, I'm
Yeah.
going to tell the story because
Yeah,
this is
what is the
hilarious.
story?
When Mike started, I said, Mike, you're going to be extremely hot because these planes don't have any air condition. And Mike is like, what are you talking about, Hayley? They have little vents. They're going to have air condition. It's the
Some
United
do,
States.
some don't.
And I was like, I really don't think so, Mike. It's really not going to happen. So then Mike comes waltzing through the door, back full of sweat.
Yeah.
It was so hot. And guess what, Hayley? They don't have air condition. And I was
No.
like, well,
It's
look
a
at that.
vent,
Yeah.
but it only takes the air from outside. As soon as you go high, at like 5,000 feet, I'd say, then it's very nice.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, then it's really, really cool, really, really pretty. That's really nice, but and on the ground, no.
Well, Florida is one of
hot.
the, also it's one of the busiest airplane people
Yeah.
getting pilot license here because it has a lot of sunny days.
Yeah, I think here in Arizona,
Here, Arizona, and I believe California as
Yeah,
well.
probably, yeah.
And a lot of other southern states too.
Texas has a
Yeah.
bunch of traffic too. Yeah.
Yep, it's because you need sunshine, you need good weather to fly.
Yeah.
And
In the beginning.
yes.
If you become like the pilot's license, you need first you fly on visual. That's why I'm doing my instrument rating. You do learn how to fly on instruments, but only for like emergencies. But you want to fly in the clouds,
Yes.
not thunderstorms, but clouds.
If you could pick any airline to fly for,
Yeah.
which airline would you choose?
Uh,
And if
I
I was
actually-
willing to move anywhere.
I don't actually have a preference. I like them all. Yeah, probably Delta because it's the elite. But
Atlanta, please don't do Atlanta. Do anywhere outside of Atlanta.
I don't know. I haven't ruled out corporate flying yet because that's cool too.
I know.
You have very cool adventures, but it's tougher because you have a different schedule, and with airline pilots you always have a rule that you can only fly a certain amount of time and then you have to be off. So
that's nice.
Yeah, but
No preference.
yeah,
Up in the air.
we'll see when I'm getting there. When I
Okay.
get there.
Okay. What have you hit a bird?
No, but they try to hit me. So
They try. They
really
do
crazy.
kamikaze.
Yeah. No, they tend to dive, and then it's very funny. And then you fly away from them, and they
Really?
And, yeah. So many times.
Are there a bunch up there?
Oh, so many.
That's so interesting
So
for
many,
me.
all the time. Like every time you land, ATC advises you that there increased bird activity, like in the vicinity of the airport, and
IBA, increased bird activity.
yeah, that actually is a good acronym.
Yeah,
They should do that.
they should.
Yeah, you don't want to hit them, but what can you do? I mean, I usually see them.
I think
That is that.
that's all the questions for now, Mike.
Okay.
It wasn't so hard, was it?
No.
It wasn't horrible.
No.
And you seem like you enjoyed it because you were, how do you
Yeah.
say, a Plappertasche.
Yeah, I really like it,
Yeah.
but I don't know if anybody else does.
People are going to find it interesting.
You think so?
Yeah. Just wait.
Meet a little nerd.
Yeah, until I start vlogging with Mike.
What do you mean?
What? That means I have to weigh myself, and I'm not at that level
You don't
yet.
have to weigh. You just have to tell me
A
your
calculation. Okay, well, a strong 120 pounds.
weight. Yeah, times 2.
No, Mike. No.
It's fine. I'll just calculate something heavy that I think it's better if you
Overweight.
overweight
Okay.
than if you're telling me the wrong weight. But it's fine. If we fly it by ourselves, it's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Then it should be okay. It's not gonna
So if it
cause us
was
to.
me, you, and my brother,
Then we would have to. Then it depends on the airplane. But if you have like a small plane, like a Cessna, I would have to put him in the front. If people want to hear more about this, they can leave it in the comments, and Hayley can ask me more questions.
you guys see that I got permission. You guys see, you heard it out of the horse's mouth that I got permission.
Whatever.
Well, thank you, Mike.
You're welcome.
For opening yourself up for criticism, judgment,
Yeah.
and opinions. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure your things are burned now.
Oh my gosh, I forgot that they're there. Okay, thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you'll have a wonderful day.
Yeah.
And
Thanks for watching. Don't be mean.
Aw.